What is a warrior run?
Okay, it's a 5-mile trail challenge out at Cooper Lake State Park. This year we have incorporated a 1-mile grunt run for some of those that aren't up to the challenge, including myself. But I'm going to try to do it because Tanner wouldn't have it any other way. He was one of those young men that, pushed you to strive and be the best that you could be and step outside your comfort zone. And anyway, so this is all to honor and remember him.
April 11th, a benefit race, and it is at Cooper Lake State Park on the South Sulphur Unit, and this is your 3rd annual.
It is. We're coming up on the 3rd anniversary of Tanner's death. And
you really have some good numbers on advance entries.
We do. At last count, it was 162, and that's 8 states are represented and runners in Afghanistan as well. Last year, our numbers were 11 states and Japan. So
my word.
Numbers are good.
How do you make all these types of contacts?
Oh gosh, Tanner has a remembrance page, and I mean it's far-reaching. I mean throughout the United States and the world. Really, I've had after we lost Tanner. I mean, my gosh, we just had so many people touch base with me, sharing stories with me and memories, and how Tanner touched their lives, and just does my heart good.
Good. I'm so glad. And those are heartwarming things to remember. Now, for people who want to run or in the grunt run, and do you have a walk?
They can run or walk either of them. Believe me, I have to walk quite a bit in that 5-mile trail challenge. But we incorporated the 1 mile specifically for that reason, because we were going to lose the grandmas and Aunt Marthas and cousins and so we wanted to make it a little bit easier on them, so we incorporated that 1 mile this year.
Okay, and that's very good. How much will it cost a person to be part of it?
Okay, we're right now, it's $45, and the day of the race, it'll go up to $50.
Okay. How do they make contact? Where do they get information?
Tanner has a website. It's tannerstonehiggins.com. They can register there. And online, or as I said, on the day of the race.
Okay. So you could just come out there that morning?
Sure. Oh, yeah. It's a wonderful family, friend event. And we're going to have Spur On Ministries playing patriotic music this year. And, even if you don't want to run or walk, I mean, we encourage people to come out for just the camaraderie, I guess. Yeah.
How early should they get there?
The actual race starts at 8:30. I believe opening ceremonies will be at 8 o'clock. So 8:15. I would suggest to be there a little before 8.
Okay.
For all the festivities.
And mentioning in your press release here, EMT on site.
Oh yeah, just in case there's any injuries. That trail is pretty treacherous. So we had some turned ankles and, stuff like that. But we haven't had anything major, but they will be there, and there will be refreshments. And anyway, it's a nice time to honor and remember my boy.
The 3rd annual Tanner Higgins Warrior Run, and that is Saturday, Cooper Lake State Park, South Sulphur Unit. And, of course, created in memory of Tanner.
Yes.
And so he is still making an impact.
Oh, he definitely is. I'm very proud of the good we're doing. We've created the Tanner Higgins Military Memorial Fund. We are working on our 501c3 nonprofit status and just doing good things in the community. I have a heart for Gold Star families, for wounded warriors, for transitioning soldiers. This is our goal, is just to grow bigger and better every year, and just to be able to help beyond what the government will help our veterans. We just want to be known in the military community as a helping hand, for whatever purpose, whatever they might need. Yeah.
And that's such a worthy cause, because when you're not in it and you don't have a close relative, then you just really don't know the challenges and things that are faced by our military personnel.
That is so true. And several of Tanner's military brothers are going to be there this year, and one of them actually was last year's recipient as he transitioned back to civilian life to start up his own business. We provided him with a MacBook Pro, and then each year in the community we provide, they're called scholarships, but it's really not for higher education. It's more like a a monetary award, if you will, that we give to a graduating senior of Sulphur Springs High School that has enlisted into one of the various branches of service.
Okay.
And this last year's recipient is Abigail Marie Weikart. I hope I said that right. But she's now serving in Korea in security. And anyway, I believe her parents will be there to receive that. She's not able to.
Okay. Wonderful things that are coming out of the annual event.
Yes.
And you have an interest in our memorial downtown?
Oh yeah, Tanner's on that. I believe his was the last name put on there. They were able to get that on there that final year. Yeah, so
the Veterans Memorial walls downtown, and there are 5 or 6 of those walls?
He's on the sacrifice wall.
Okay.
He sure is, yeah. And I just don't want, people to forget our young men and women that are still serving and still fighting and still dying over there. And one of them is I have another son, Dylan, who's a specialist in 175 Ranger Regiment, following in his brother's footsteps. So anyway, I just have such a heart for them. And it's a battle on the home front, too, for sure. As parents, it's excruciating when your child is deployed, and even when they're not. I mean, things just happen.